Nairobi has become one of the most exciting creative cities in Africa. There's a new generation of artists here building culture in real time, shaping how the city sees itself and how the world sees Africa. And somewhere within that energy is Angie Owiti, a documentary filmmaker and photographer whose work explores identity, displacement, and the beauty hidden in everyday life.
But renting in Nairobi is so difficult. Rent is high.
Born in Mombasa, shaped by London and Plymouth, and now based in Nairobi.
I love that. I like it. So nipige beach. Hello. They're like, so you post it right now, like after it.
Angie moves through the city with a quiet curiosity, documenting stories, emotions, and moments most people overlook. So, I spent a day with her to understand not just her work, but the kind of life and perspective Nairobi can shape.
Hello, karibuni. Hi, my name is Angie Owiti, and I work as a photographer, filmmaker, and documentary visual artist. Welcome to my apartment. So this is the apartment that I'm about to move into. Very excited. It's located in Kilimani near Yaya Center. It took so long to find this place, but it was definitely worth it. As you can see, the view is amazing. The light in this place is exactly what I envisioned and imagined and pictured. And yeah, let me take you through. I didn't necessarily choose this place, but when we were looking for apartments with Alex Care, that's the agent that helped me find the place. Highly recommend him. He's amazing. He was very patient. We realized that I wanted a place that felt homely, a place that had families and kids running around, because there's a lot of apartments and buildings coming up. Anyone who lives in Nairobi will know that the upscale in building and apartments is phenomenal in not necessarily a good way. But those buildings, when we went to view them, it felt like everyone was just packed together like rats. Like it just felt cold. It felt, I don't know, it just didn't feel homely. It didn't feel warm. So we gravitated towards places that had fewer units, places that had families, and yeah, finally settled on here in Kilimani. And so I'm so happy with the choice. So if we head this way first, I'll show you the bedrooms. This is the master bedroom ensuite, and I really value and think it's important to consider the place where you're going to rest your head, the place that you're going to find peace and call home. So I am very happy with this rooms and the light that it gets in. And then this side will be a guest room, but it'll also be a studio, photography studio, film studio, and just an office, a place where creative ideas can flow. I'm just so many ideas, so many things I'm envisioning, it's like limitless, but yeah.
And what do you think about rent in general in Nairobi?
Renting in Nairobi is hard. I mean, it's a privilege to be able to even afford a place anywhere by yourself. If you can't stay with your parents or whoever you're staying with, I would recommend it. But for me, I felt it was just time. I don't think anyone should feel the pressure to move out if you don't need to. I just needed to, and at a point in my life where I needed my own space, and I'm able to afford that.
Is that like on the high side or like?
Yeah, a little bit. But for the amenities that I'm getting a gym, I'm getting a swimming pool, I'm getting there's a restaurant nearby, and it's also a safe neighborhood with Yaya Center nearby, Adlaf nearby, so supermarkets safe as well. Yeah, I think it was just really important for me to invest in a place that I would look forward to coming home to, because I'm not necessarily, I don't spend too much time outside. I don't drink, and so I'm not out in clubs or anything. I enjoy a good night, but yeah. So the place that I'm gonna spend a lot of time, I just wanted it to be worth it. Hello, hello. Karibuni Nairobi. Angie here, just a day in the life. Gonna take you guys through some of the spots in CBD that I really love, have gravitated towards, which is interesting because I'm not from Nairobi. I grew up at the coast in Mombasa. So yeah, I love that I can get to say there are places in Nairobi that I can gravitate towards. Yeah, so come along. Today I'm shooting on a Canon R6 Mark II with a Helios anamorphic lens, 58mm. Let's see what we get.
What do you like about the city?
What do I like about this city?
Yeah.
That's a question in itself. Asante, Mami. It's a question in itself because I'm not from here, so I've had to develop an interest, develop a liking, and going on photo walks has really helped in terms of connecting with a city that I never called home before, that I never thought of as my own. So what I like about it, this, first of all, how on Sunday, the cars kind of empty out and it becomes a place that the residents and the people and the citizens can own and just do whatever. It just feels more free, feels more lively. Lovely weather today as well. Love it.
Yeah, I was like, when it gets on Sundays, see how people come out with like cameras and, you know, what's the name,
Big,
lights
yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. Like, what's going on? Is it like,
So honestly, I also noticed it the first time I came here. It's not just here as well. It's like along majority of the streets in CBD, everyone has brought out lighting gear, and it's like you can come have a photo shoot, come with your best dressed, and you know, make it a moment. Every Sunday, without fail, you'll find this, and I think it just kind of, it's just a culture that developed. I'm not from Nairobi, so I don't think I know too much, but I know it's recent, in the recent years. Yeah, for sure. It's not just this as well. It's like photography, but it's also fashion. You have dancers. I think Gen Z have really decided to take over these spaces and make it their own, and just be like, yeah, we're gonna come here with my crew, come here with the guys, and just do our thing.
yeah?
Yeah, I love it. It's when I started to go on these photo walks that I realized how interesting architecture in like Nairobi is, because we don't find interesting buildings like this anymore, unfortunately. But it forced me to look up, because I realized since I do a lot of events and stuff like that, my eye level usually tends to be like right here. But walking through the city like forced me to be like, okay, look at that building. Look at how the light hits it, the windows, the architecture. Yeah.
It looks like Kenyan architecture is quite different. And like here, you see a lot of like skyscrapers. I was asking and someone said, oh, because of the colonial era.
Yes. I was having a conversation with someone about this. We don't necessarily have Kenyan architecture as much as we have a lot of colonial influenced architecture, because I think that's when really interesting and like colorful buildings were coming up. Obviously, South Asians, the Indians were building a lot as well during that time. But now that things have changed and like the modern age boomed even more, so now we have more skyscrapers, more high rises, more buildings with large windows, and it's all like quite reflective and stuff, and it raises the skyline. But it's interesting to note and see the older buildings that have survived and existed through all that time.
What's up nigga, so unajua mimi ni maniu hapa. Maniu siku zombo tu. Nilisema leo nipige mtu bila nafaa. Kwa majina itonga Erurenzo mimi bana. Wanajua follow pale on YouTube. Can search Salo Kabanze. Can find me there in YouTube.
And just walking, like the fact that we're walking around like this is like, progress. Yeah, I've never really, it didn't come easy.
Yeah.
But then I was like, actually, everyone is doing it. It's not as difficult as it seems. People are outside minding their own business, enjoying their time. So like, why not? Like everyone's literally, like just look at that right now.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, everyone's literally just doing their own thing. So why not me?
Yeah.
Why not me? Yeah.
What do you think? Like, do you think the photography industry here is saturated? Looking at like everybody holding a camera, everybody filming.
I think it can feel like that.
Okay.
But no, I think there's room for everyone.
Okay.
The thing is just that you need to find a unique way to tell your stories. Right? But I don't think the idea of things being oversaturated can be a bit of a lie sometimes. I love stuff like that. Like, what? I also love that. That's another thing. You meet people and they're like, I'm here. What? Like, I'm here. Take a picture of me. Like, we just saw the other guy, right? Who was like, oh, why are you taking a picture of me?
Yeah.
So, you never know who you're going to meet and what type of people are. And I think both feelings are valid. Sometimes people are like, hey, I don't want to be seen like that. And other people are like, yo, can't you see me? I'm out here.
Yeah, take me a picture.
Take me a picture. Beat me a photo. That's what we usually say. So yeah, let's go this way. At this age, my parents are probably already renting, already owning property, owning land. Whereas that, like, the concept of owning land right now for me is like the dream, the vision, and it doesn't seem as attainable. So it's like a different reality, and people are realizing that if we don't
do something
fight, if we don't fight for these things ourselves, ni kubaya. We're already in a tough spot as it is. Like things have to change. There's no other option. There is literally nothing else. Because who's gonna fight for our futures if not us?
So what's this place?
This is Nairobi City Market. Like fresh meats. There's butcheries, fish in there. But there's also we could walk through. Look at that. I love the light in this place.
So what is this place?
Huh?
What is this place?
This is Nairobi City Market. And it's been here for the longest time. There's like butchery, fish on the outside. You come in and you have handmade, handcrafted, traditional products that vendors sell, from paintings to face masks to jewelry, bags. Yeah, there's like so much that you can find in here, and it's like loaded with history, and like this building as well, with the architecture and the light. So very cool. Again, this is a place I discovered through a photo walk.
Yeah.
I'd never been in here before as well. Asante. Jambo. Asante mami, habari yako? Uncle Sir. I'm fine, thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thank
where?
you. From where? From here? Many.
Don't look like it.
I'm Kenyan, I promise. Born and raised in Mombasa.
You see, even laughing is my style, not Kenyan.
Kwani kwa Kenya tunacheka aje jamani? Can I ask how long have you, is this your shop?
Yes.
How long have you had this shop here?
Firstly, the shop itself is not mine. I'm
Ah,
a
okay.
tenant, you know?
Okay.
Sasa,
But the goods are yours?
The goods are mine.
Right.
Tumekaa kama miaka 14.
Oh. Okay. And how has it been, do you feel, throughout, like, being here? What kind of transitions have you seen?
Well, when tourists are there, I do business.
Right. But I guess it's like the
There's
season.
go up and down low,
Yeah.
like when you're having the demonstrations here.
Yeah.
Again, they cannot come.
That's true.
Yeah, we stay almost a month without making business.
Why?
Doing business.
And you still have to pay rent.
Oh, of course. Sasa unaona mimi kama sasa niko second party code nalipa kwa kanjo. Na
Yeah.
nikodisha.
Of course. It's like almost subletting kidogo. Okay. Where? Look at this.
It's so interesting. It's like how they are always like wearing the same clothes.
Yeah. But again, you see, like it's stuff like this is a very busy road, like
Yeah.
during the week. But the fact that you can do that, well, rather they decided that this is what we're gonna be doing
Yeah.
on a Sunday. So like I'm here for it. Finding a job is tough. I think I was just very blessed in terms of I got myself out of the house. I did my thing, which is I carried my camera around, took some photos, took some videos, posted them, and that's literally how I got my job now.
Yeah.
So I've been really blessed in that sense, in that things really just aligned for me. But finding a job is really hard. I've seen the other side of that process where we're receiving applications and CVs, and it's cutthroat. Like you sent your CV as a Word document instead of a PDF, and you're just like that you're cut because 1,000 other people have applied. So you have to be so. It's just so cutthroat. It's so cutthroat and so difficult. And jobs are few and far in between. It's a miracle if you get a job that you enjoy doing, but otherwise you're probably applying for anything and everything just to get by. But yeah, it's very, very difficult. Nimepiga.
Hapo sawa.
Hapo sawa. Haya. Haya, nitapost.
Unapost kiona.
Haya, sasa hivi bado lazima ni edit kwanza.
Sisi hapo acha. Alafu
I love that. I like it. So nipige picha. Hello. They're like, so you post it right now. Like, I have to edit it, guys. On my way to work in Gara, I've just, it's like not necessarily that it has any meaning, but it's a place that I frequent a lot, and I see a lot. Yeah, and it has a a great vantage point. You have guys coming from CBD, from different parts, heading to another part that's a bit different from, a different class kind of system. Yeah, but I like the vantage point it has. You can see everything. It's like very old school Kiswahili.
What is the name of your god?
Name of what?
Your god in your local language.
My goal.
Your god.
God.
God, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Come on.
In your local language.
In your local language.
I'm a Christian, so I don't know what God you're talking about. My God is Jesus Christ. That's all I know.
That's funny.
Wow. This place is sick.
It's not too crowded today, but normally
Wow.
skaters are here. What's Angie's life story? I guess. So, like I've been saying, not from Nairobi. I was born and raised in Mombasa. Grew up there. That's all I knew my whole life until high school. High school, I came to Nairobi and went to St. George's Girls' School in Kilimani. But while I was there, I fell very, very ill. It was like almost fatal. I got TB, and it took my mom removing me from boarding school to finally figure out what was wrong. And by that point, it had been 3 months since I had fallen ill, and things were really bad. But thankfully, we were able to find the problem and get a diagnosis and improve from there. So changed schools, went back to Mombasa, and transferred systems as well, and started this system called ACE. And that's when I think I really started thriving in life in terms of my education. I realized I was an A student, but I was also able to do extracurricular activities. And my mom bought a camera for herself around 2014, 2015. And that's when I first picked up a camera, like seriously. I just carried it around everywhere. Everywhere I went, I had the camera in my hand. And I realized that I enjoyed it. I realized that it was just easy. I liked documenting things. But at that time, it was just a hobby. It was just for fun. But so finished high school, did a few photography jobs for people here and there, but that was literally just like volunteering because people knew that I like to take photos. There was nothing necessarily intentional about it at that point. Finished high school, got to go to university in the UK, Plymouth University, Plymouth Conservatoire, studied acting. But I also got a camera there, continued taking photos, but I kind of fell out of it and stopped taking photos for a minute because I think I was very depressed. I was struggling with depression. I was struggling with mental health, and I didn't necessarily know why. I think some part of it was that I was alone in this big country. Didn't necessarily know anyone or have anyone. I enjoyed my course a lot, but the fact that I was alone there maybe had a big part to do with the depression. I was probably usually the only black person in the room majority of the time, like 95% of the time. So I would have that aspect of life, and then I'd come back home and everyone's black all of a sudden. And I know it doesn't sound like a big thing, but it really does something to your mind. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it would be so odd to be surrounded by white people and then for a long time and then come back home and suddenly everyone's black and it's like you. And I realized I was struggling with this feeling, this sense of displacement. And yeah, that's how the name No Nation kind of came about, and just kind of saying that it's not necessarily like a disownership of like my country, but like an acknowledgement of this feeling that I really struggled with throughout like my university experience. Yeah, and I started taking photos more intentionally, invested in a camera, went out more, took more photos, realized that I definitely love documentary photography and documentary filming more than anything. That's just how I naturally kind of gravitated towards in situations. And as I did that, more people noticed my work and reached out, asked me to cover this or do that. And that's how I got into, like, I guess the commercial side of it, but I never really went into it trying to earn money, really. It was the autism diagnosis helped me realize that it was actually how I kind of navigated the world. It helped make the world accessible. It helped make social situations accessible. Because otherwise I really struggled communicating with human beings.
Nairobi's creative scene isn't just about aesthetics, trends, or beautiful work. It's about people trying to make sense of where they come from, where they are, and who they are becoming. And maybe that's what makes this city feel different right now. There's a generation here documenting the Africa from within, honestly, intimately, and on their own terms. Not waiting to be discovered, not asking for permission, but just creating.